At 7:50 a.m. Saturday, April 16th, that duffel bag was recovered at Metropolitan Avenue and the Jackie Robinson Parkway by a member of the public. We believe that after disposing of the body, Mr. Bonella fled through Forest Park, where investigators discovered the jacket believed to be worn by him during this vicious crime. Detectives also developed leads which led them to a location where boots, a T-shirt, and bloody bandages were discovered.
Oh, my word.
Investigation also revealed that on Saturday, Mr. Bonella received treatment for wounds to both hands at an area hospital.
Told you.
As I said before, this case is still ongoing. We are still awaiting forensics evidence and are canvassing for more victim video as we speak.
So his hands were injured.
Detectives, through interviews, videos, and the public's help, and specifically the Queens DA, Melinda Katz, and her staff, who have been with us every step of the way, were able to quickly take this killer off the street. I just want to assure the public, and especially the residents of Forest Hills, that there are no outstanding suspects at this time.
No other
So with
suspects.
that,
Okay.
I'd like to take any questions.
Suspect's background. Hello, everyone. Hello again.
At this time, he has no arrests that we know of.
Okay.
Juliet, hold on, ma'am. Ma'am, hold on. Juliet.
Could you talk a little more about the nature of the relationship? Is this something that wasn't,
I love the accents.
why were they getting into the argument at all?
This is Lieutenant Timmy Thompson from the Queens North Homicide Squad.
Good afternoon, everybody. We believe the relationship that the Mr. Bonella had with our victim was an intimate type relationship.
Oh,
And
wow.
this stemmed to be a domestic type dispute that they were having. Over their intimate relationship, they started to get into just regular domestic issues that seemed to occur between them.
That's horrible.
At that house at any point in time, were they in the basement?
At this time, not that we know of.
You happen to know, the work that he was doing at the house to be there? How often was he there?
He has been doing work at that residence for approximately 2 years on and off.
Wow.
John.
But he commented like May 2020. Yeah. Makes sense.
I mean, he made incriminating statements. We're not going to go into what he talked about. This is still under investigation. But we, working with the Queens District Attorney's Office, we have enough to arrest him and charge him with the murder.
Oh, boy.
Chief, were they,
We're going to go back and look at it again after, if I can.
the son upstairs, was he alerted to this? Is that why he fled quickly with the duffel bag?
First question first. I'm sorry. You said, were they breaking up? They had been off and on, and they had broken up prior, but had reunited early in the month of April.
Oh, my word.
And their relationship was considered at an end.
By her? By her?
We don't have her statement. ma'am.
Paula.
Can you talk a bit about the alleged text messages that came to her husband who was out of town? Did he indeed get a message, and was it threatening in nature?
A message was sent from the victim's cell phone to the husband. That message was, as previously reported, that there had been a crime in the past
Okay.
that was now that same person from the crime in the past was back again. We believe that to be completely false, as far as there was nothing to do with any crime in the past in this case.
Wow.
We have it from in the confession that he sent that message, and he has no burglary in the past.
I'm sorry, that
Wow.
the family, the rest of your family.
What's up, Soleo?
Nature of the message, you understand? That the rest of the family was in danger?
That is the nature of the message.
Back here?
We don't believe there was any danger to the family.
Mm-mm-mm.
Why drag the body out and duffel bag to the work such a
I like all these questions. They ask really good questions.
Was it because the son was upstairs?
Like,
He
why
said
drag
he
the body
just
out?
didn't want it to be found by the family.
Oh, okay.
Did he bring the knife to the house, or was the knife
The knife is consistent with knives that are in the home.
Uh-huh. Ooh, scary.
Detective Thompson, the relationship.
The handyman did it.
Report that they have started while she went on an overseas trip and met.
And we're going to show pictures after this.
Any truth to that?
So at this time, we don't believe that to be true.
It's getting all blurry, people. It's on the server. Yeah, it was a fake message from her phone.
We're not.
Mark was the handyman. Did the husband know the handyman? Was he known to the family?
Yes, he was.
I don't know why its picture's frozen. I think so many people are tuning in right now. That looks weird.
So are we saying that they had broken up or that they were together?
They were on and off.
As we stated earlier, on and off, and he came back this evening to speak about the relationship again.
Sorry.
I know. Chief, the duffel bag in question, does he go into the son's room to get it? At any point, is the son woken up or aware of what's going on?
The duffel bag was not kept in the son's room.
So then
Okay.
The son slept throughout. This is not an instance where the son interrupted what was going on.
The son did not interrupt what was going on.
We're gonna take two more. Ricardo.
Waiting for live video signal. I think a lot of people tune into this right now. Okay, so for those of you just joining now, don't worry. I'll just refresh this and make sure just to see what's happening here. Ooh, it's just all. Let's see if we can get it back. There's no sound. It's just frozen. Yeah, it's just frozen. Okay, not on my end. I think it's like literally frozen here on Facebook. Oh my goodness. If you have another link for me on YouTube, that would be great. But really, the handyman and now can show pictures because they're showing the pictures on the New York Post. So it is actually the pictures that we looked at earlier. There we go. New York Post. They say a suspect was charged early Thursday with the brutal slaying of Queen's mom Orsolya Gaal, with multiple sources telling the Post that he was her handyman ex-lover. David Banyola, 44, was taken into custody and charged with murder, criminal tampering, and criminal possession of a weapon over the brutal weekend stabbing. This is him. So this is the dude that was making comments on her Facebook page. This is the guy. There's a full body picture of him in a moment. I think it's on here, or we'll look at it on Twitter as well. Hello, mods. I know I didn't tell you guys I'm going live, but I'm just like, get it, do it. As soon as I found that it's actually happening, because I wasn't sure, is the press conference going to be streamed? Is it live? Can we see it? As soon as it happened, I'm like, I'm going on. So yes, this is actually the guy that we were all looking at on Facebook earlier. I just didn't want to say that this is the guy in case it isn't the guy, but now here's his picture right here. He was the handyman for approximately 2 years, is what the NYPD just said. Let me just check the signal again. Yeah, the live video has ended. Interesting. Let's go back to this page quickly. We can go yet because I missed a bit in the beginning as well. So that's him. They were on and off again in a relationship, is what the NYPD confirmed, for 2 years. And they had a fight. They said a typical like domestic dispute, which is so hectic that the husband was out of town that night. You know, and then, wow, the timing of that handyman. That's why he was wearing a hoodie. I know, right? So we can't see his hair. They cut us off. I know, they really cut us off. They're like, oh, no, no, no. Everyone's streaming this. We're cutting it off. Also, you can see a couple more wrenches now. A couple more wrenches in the chat. Welcome to my special ops backup team. Thank you so much to Stephanie and Saleo for helping out. Here and there, I know I go live a lot. And here and there, I just need a little bit of extra help. So thank you so, so much. Okay, so let's watch this because I missed a little bit of the beginning here.
Good morning, everybody. Chief
It's
James
loud.
Essig, Chief of Detectives, New York City Police Department. With me here today is from Patrol Services Bureau, Chief Carlos Valdez from Queens North, Commanding Officer to 112, Inspector Joe Kappelman,
Okay.
the Assistant Chief Joe Kenny, the Citywide Investigation Chief, Julie Morell, the Queens Investigation Chief, who led this investigation.
I'm glad you got the
Lieutenant
notification.
Timmy Thompson from Queens North Homicide,
The Holy
Two
Range.
case detectives, Detective Carmine Caruso from Queens North Homicide and Detective John.
Please hit the thumbs up, you guys, if you can. And please share this episode quickly on Twitter if you can, so that other Grizzlies will know that I'm live again, because some people might not have got the notification. I would love for some Grizzlies to be here and join us in this news. And now here they're going to give us a lot of details. Okay, let's hear it.
Ben Zort from the 112 Precinct Detective Squad.
He was watching.
So, good morning, everybody. Last night, while detectives were canvassing for video, they observed a male who was wanted for questioning in a horrendous homicide. He
Yes.
voluntarily came back to the 112 precinct and made incriminating statements. Today, that male, David Bonella, male, 44 years old, residing at 10418 114th Street in Queens, New York, is
Yes.
being charged with murder in the second degree,
Second
criminal
degree.
tampering in the first degree, and criminal possession of a weapon in the fourth.
So murder in the second degree means, to my understanding, right? Correct me if someone is here and if you know, murder in the second degree means it wasn't premeditated. It just like happened in, well, a crime of passion. This is a crime of passion. Oh my word! Thank
degree.
you for the thumbs up and the
relation
tweets.
to the death of Orsolya Gaal, female, 51 years old. This
Well, you're not wrong.
investigation is still preliminary. There is a lot of work left to do, but this is what I can tell you. On Friday night, April 15th, Miss Gaal attends
Yes.
a show at Lincoln Center.
Okay, we did that
She
map
takes
time.
the train back to her neighborhood in
Train.
Forest Hills.
Mm-hmm.
At 11:20 p.m., she stops in a local establishment for a short while before returning home.
Okay.
We believe she returns home at 12:20 a.m. We also believe Mr. Bonella arrives at her residence between 12:30 and 12:40 a.m.
Oh my
Mr.
word.
Bonella is
Hey,
a
hey. Take it easy, dude. We need to break this all down. What? So we just looked at this in the previous live stream an hour ago. What? So she went to that Forest Hills Station bar place, right? Had her Moscow mule and walked home. Because she took the train to Lincoln Center, went with her friends, came back. So they're confirming everything for us now. This whole timeline speculation we had all along, right? Just like, oh my word, all along. It's been like a whole 2 days. Okay, but you know what I mean. We did the map time an hour ago of like, oh my word, she probably took the train, went there, came back, got off the train station, went to this cafe, had her drink, walked home. She got home at 12:20 a.m. around then, and then they say he then arrives between 12:30 and 12:40. Is that what he just said? Oh my word. So he was like literally following her home and just trailing behind. That's scary. Oh my word.
handyman who was employed by Mrs. Gaal. They have been having an intimate affair for approximately 2 years.
Wow.
He is either let in voluntarily or he uses a key he has knowledge about hidden in the barbecue. A
Okay.
heated argument ensues between the two in the basement. A knife is brandished. A violent struggle ensues, resulting in our victim being stabbed ruthlessly and brutally in excess of 55 times, causing her demise.
Wow.
Recovered at that crime scene is a knife, which we believe was used.
What?
Mr. Bonella then retrieved a hockey bag belonging to Miss Gaal's son, placed her in the bag, and as video showed, was seen rolling the body down the sidewalks, leaving a bloody trail through the streets of Forest Hills. At 7:50 a.m. Saturday, April 16th, that duffel bag was recovered at Metropolitan Avenue and the Jackie Robinson.
You see what I mean when the police know more than we know? That's what I'm listening. Obviously, they know more than we know. I'm just telling you. Remember, all the articles were like, at 8:05 a.m., a dog walker finds the duffel bag. At 8:11, they call it in. But here he's like, at 7:50 a.m., they're already recovering the bag. You see, the timing's a little off. Also, obviously, now we know it's got nothing to do with, well, allegedly at this point, a Passover slaying. It's got nothing to do with the son, the husband, both sons cleared. Okay, so there's that. Of course, there's a lot of speculation that goes on when the case first breaks. We're like, what? It's normal. We all thought things, and that's okay. We all discuss things. That's what we're here for. But now, to figure out, like, to actually know, and it's like a day later, have a face to that footage. It's so shocking. Oh, my word. Okay, carrying on, 7:50 a.m., okay.
Parkway by a member of the public.
Yes.
We believe that after disposing of the body,
I know.
Mr. Bonella fled through Forest Park, where investigators discovered the jacket believed to be worn by him during this vicious crime.
Oh my word.
Detectives also developed leads which led them to a location where boots, a t-shirt, and bloody bandages were discovered.
Stand by. I'm stopping for commentary here and there. So he literally, can you imagine if anyone was out walking that night? I know I keep saying this, but it must have been so freaky to see this man walking down the street in the dark, yes. But like his jacket must have had evidence on it because then he discarded of the jacket. And then boots and bandages because, as was speculated, he cut his hands too. You can't stab someone 58 times and then not cut your own hands. It happens. Oh my word. Apparently, yes, he quickly confessed everything. Exactly. Why take the body makes no sense. Well, for some reason, this dude had some form of, I don't know what, guilt, shame, or empathy. I don't know, or a mix of all those things for the family of like, I don't want the son to find her like that or the family to find her like that. Like, wow. Yeah, the 58 coincidence, it's interesting. Well, Rita, we're a true crime channel. We do speculate over here. Yes, we do. Remember, she was out on May. Yeah, she was out May 2020 for the entire night. That's true. She went for a walk just after 12:30. And then I believe that her husband woke up or something at 7:30, called the police, reported her missing. And then she was located around half an hour later, they said. So maybe she was at his house. We don't know.
Investigation also revealed that on Saturday, Mr. Bonella received treatment for wounds to both hands at an area hospital.
Both hands.
As I said before, this case is still ongoing. We are still awaiting forensics evidence and are canvassing for more victim video as we speak.
Okay.
But detectives, through interviews, videos, and the public's help, and specifically the Queens DA, Melinda Katz, and her staff, who have been with us every step of the way, were able to quickly take this killer off the street. I just want to assure the public, and especially the residents of Forest Hills, that there are no outstanding suspects at this time.
Okay.
With that, I'd like to take any questions.
Okay, so that's what we just saw right before I started this video again. Who goes to hospital after killing? He does, right? Okay, so let me just quickly remove this, and then we'll go back here and look back on Twitter again like we did earlier. So if we're going home, Orsolya Gaal, yes. He went to treat his wounds on his hands. Oh my word. Okay, there's a lot of people sharing pictures of like, this is the wrong guy, because there's a guy that's the wrong guy, yes. So let me put this on for you guys. Put this here. Okay, I was still looking at that. Right, so if I zoom in a little bit. So this is the guy. David Bonella arrested for murder of Orsolya Gaal. This is from her Facebook page. So apparently there's this Facebook where Pam says, Happy Mother's Day, beautiful. And Orsolya says, Pam, thank you, dear. I hope you have a lovely day too. And then he said, I think this means if you translate it, your eyes are love. Yeah, so he's pretty short. This is him here. Yeah, it's a pretty short dude, right? He looks like Slash from Guns N' Roses. The tweets of the husband still confuse me. Maybe it's typical for him. Apparently, it wasn't typical of him, so it also confuses me a little bit. You know, and someone was pointing out that there are no such late flights from Portland, Oregon at that time, like when he was tweeting at 1:36 a.m. to say that. See, that makes me think again about the time zone. He tweeted at 1:36 a.m. is what was reported, that he's at the airport flying on his way home. Normally, he just apparently tweeted about businessy things. But on that day, let's say it's 1:36 a.m. If it wasn't Oregon time, if it was Oregon time, a lot of people have emailed me and texted me and said like, but there are no flights at that time. So I don't know. Haven't checked the flight schedule myself because I'm just like, I don't know. Aren't they at that time? No flights that late? I mean, one would think maybe there is one. Like, I don't know, 3 a.m. or something. However, if it wasn't at 1:36 a.m. Oregon time, maybe then it was New York time. Right? Interesting. Although No, that still doesn't make sense. It has to be 1:36 a.m. Oregon time. It can't be later than that, right? Interesting. Anyway, it's the tweets are still confusing to me too, but this is the guy. Now we could show him because this is what's being shared on the New York Post and everywhere. Wow. Scary, right? And yeah, he's quite a short dude. He looks short enough, yeah. Unless he was chartering a flight. That's true too. Unless he was chartering a flight. That is true. Good point. Well done, Amy. That's a good, valid point. He's not very bright. Yeah. He tweeted from Oregon. Okay, 1:30 a.m. Oregon time. So that would be 4:30 in the morning New York time. Okay. And maybe he was chartering a flight. That's actually a good point, yes. Wonder if he was a fan of the kids' band. Oh boy. Yeah, the kids' band. I wonder how the kid would feel about his band's name now, right? Yeah, no disrespectful comments regarding the victim here. Keep it Grizzly. Exactly. If he had such severe hand wounds, who started it? No. Normally, I don't want to say graphic things, but normally it's actually kind of common if you're going to stab someone that many times in true crime, you find that the person would usually have injured their hands as well. Because it gets really slippery. You know what I mean? Yeah, stalker. He totally was. So here we got some more pictures. Wow, in custody in Queen's mom's death, admitted his guilt during questioning, according to two senior police officials with direct knowledge of the conversation. Oh my word. There he is as well. He's from Guatemala. Yeah, if you guys find lots of info on him, please send it to me as well. Just signing in, did they know each other? They did know each other. Apparently, they were having an affair for approximately 2 years, but on and off. And the NYPD detective said that in the beginning of April, that actually reunited. It was like on, off, but they reunited beginning April. So to think that mid-April he murders her is... They had a fight. Big fight in the house. Yeah, thank goodness he's in custody. The energy and rage and... Yeah, exactly. Inks, there you go. Yeah, you say, I'm Jewish. I find it weird the family wasn't together that weekend. So sad. Just asking a question, right? Do Jewish people ever celebrate Halloween and Christmas and things like that? Because this family did, you know, so they, I mean, they say they're Jewish, but they did celebrate Halloween and Christmas and all that. So I'm just like, I don't know, you know, I'm just not sure. Maybe they didn't really spend all that much time together over these like Passover weekends. But someone also mentioned it's a little strange that the whole family didn't go college scouting, but I don't find that too strange. Do you? He must have known the kids. He would have. Because he worked there for approximately 2 years as well. Yeah, maybe a multi-religious home. True. Passover is a very religious holiday. They may not be Orthodox Jews. Exactly, Sue. He went to school in New York. I saw that. He went... Okay, so we can find him now, actually, on Facebook. But let's look at the pictures here. Sure, my word. There's another picture of him there. Wow. Scary. No. That's me, everyone. Am I in my pajamas here? No, I'm in a dress. I'm just like, wait, what? Oh, wow. Okay. Latest. Let's look at latest quickly, and then I'm going to go look at that Facebook page. There we go. The obvious question not asked by the media at the just concluded press conference about the arrest of David Bonuela in the murder of Queen's mom. What was he doing in the 4 hours between the murder and when he was spotted? That's also what I want to know. What was he doing in those 4 hours? We just don't know. Some people speculated that he was living there, but the police said not that they know of. Right? The poor son's having to live with this. I wonder how well he knew the kids. Her occupation, they say, is stay-at-home mom. Passover is all about the kids. Often flirted on Facebook. Queen's handyman lover arrested in Forest Hills mom's murder. Wow. Goodness. And they say, damn, Slash has really fallen in hard times since Guns N' Roses broke up. Okay, of course, people are making memes already. Oh, boy. Here's the suspect charged with the savage killing of the Queen's mom found. That's so hectic. My word. David Bonuela photo shown at the press conference. Oh, my goodness. What is he doing here? He's got his bandages on, you see? Sure. That's a scary picture. Wow. How did the handyman abduct what? Okay, that lady's just saying a whole lot of things. Okay, he was not in the house when she arrived home. He came shortly after. They went to the basement and began arguing. They do not think she was followed. He's familiar with the house. Yes, okay. So that we know. Now, I'm just quickly going to take this, and I just want to go onto this Facebook page here. Yes, they were in a relationship on and off for 2 years. I'm not going to be long now. I just quickly want to, find this one. This is the profile. So this is the profile that I didn't want to show earlier because I wasn't 100% sure. He's got a New York cover photo. Here's his picture, 60 friends. Studied at New York School of Interior Design. Lives in Queens, New York, from New York. I mean, he lived 3 miles away from her home. Right? On and off for 2-year affair. We'll look at all these pictures now, but let's just look. He doesn't post much, huh? This is July 13, 2015. So not recent pictures. November 1st, 2014, he updated his cover photo. Wow. Okay. So let's just go and look at all the pictures here. So this is him. Right. Interesting. Bon Jovi. Okay. Speaking Spanish, am I right? She may have been trying to break up the affair for good. Very likely. Was he trying to clean up the scene for 4 hours? Maybe, or I wonder, because they just said the scene was really messy. That's so scary that what this guy did. Oh my word. Did hubby just keep his head in the sand, or maybe open marriage? He was taking her home. That's why moved the body but dropped her. You think he was taking her to his house? Wow. Probably got tired, huh? Or maybe the wheels of the bag didn't work for all that long, huh? Yes, her occupation was stay-at-home mom. That's what they said. Rob, that's what they implied in the press conference. Chuck, you can go watch it on the news yourself. This channel is for me to do commentary. That's mostly why people come here, to hear my commentary. I think the text message on her phone would make clear that they had an affair if they had one. Yeah, law enforcement definitely knows. And of course, her phone will have a lot of evidence on it, as his will. I mean, it's so weird. The text that he decided to send after this. Remember earlier, we're like, it seems very like immature of someone or not very smart. Yeah, all those things. To just be like, your whole family's next. What? And then also to text from her phone to her husband. Like imagine grabbing her phone, finding her husband's name, and then typing it. Of course, he knew the husband because he was the handyman, right? But like typing to the husband, your wife sent me to prison years ago. I'm back. Like, have you watched too many like action movies or what's going on there? What's going on there? His age, 44. Right? He's 44. They must have had lots of footage of him going. They must have had so much footage. Apparently, at least 7 cameras have already, caught that. He doesn't look right to me. Okay, so let's continue a little bit. That's him as well. But that's from February 10th, 2014. So this is obviously the picture going around everywhere, but it's from 2014. I mean, no new pictures? Wow. This case is so messed up. Exactly. Did they have the phone? Did he have it? No one. I don't know. I don't know if they've... I don't know. That's actually a good question. Men's winner in the marathon. And then that's all he shared, really. That's it. There's not much going on here about what's going on about page. New York School of Interior Design. I wonder if that's true. Work and education. Interesting. Places lived. Queens, New York, and New York. Living 3 miles from her home. My word. Family and relationships. Single, no family members. But of course, it's an outdated Facebook profile. You know what I mean? Over 20 years married. Doesn't look like a hard 44. It really doesn't, huh? This is not a hard 44. Over 20 years married. Oh my goodness. Did they find her dog? I haven't heard anything about that yet. Thumbprint passcode. Oh boy. You just never know. Apparently it was, high level security at the home, a system that they had in the home. So he must have known how it worked, of course, and he knew where the spare key was. So I can't believe it turned out to be the handyman. I actually had to phone Mr. Grizzly before going live here and say, guess what? It was the handyman. He's like, no. He's actually a little bit into the true crime now. You know, he follows along. Tom says it seems most of these cases they use the victim's phone to prolong search efforts or to deter investigative efforts. That's what it seems like, right? It seemed like it's just some little stint he had to throw them off. Thank you so much for your $5 super sticker, Tom. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. It's the handyman. He has the codes to everything in the house. Supposedly he was in a relationship with her. So if you're just rolling in now, yes, it's the handyman, everyone. That's what we looked at earlier. But now we were looking at the press conference. So if you missed that, just scroll on back. And then you get to see the press conference and, of course, commentary from me, which is what most of you are here for. I don't know why people are like, don't talk in between. That's kind of what you're here for. Otherwise, go watch it on the link. It's on Facebook, NYPD. I find it so weird how all these press conferences are on Facebook. It like forces you to be on Facebook. Like, why? Why can't they just put it on YouTube? Why? You know, like when we looked at the Naomi Irion case, of course, even that, everything, all the press conferences, everything was like on Facebook. Like, oh my word. I think he knew her kids and did not want to harm them. Apparently he would have allegedly, speculatively put her in the bag and dragged the body out like that because it's a bit of an odd thing to do. Wow. Okay. And so they were saying maybe he didn't want the family to find her like that. That's what the police were speculating. Or she was waiting for someone else. I've heard he was obsessed. Maybe he knew she was. Well, that's the thing. How about this, Julie McIntyre? How about if he had a fake phone number, and texted her for a meetup to force her to be ghosted, knowing she'd then walk home and she'd be alone, and then he could come to the house. You know what I mean? Okay. He wanted to take her home, but quit. Too risky. I think that has a wig. She might not have cheated. Well, the police have said it was a relationship that she had with him for 2 years, on and off. So I think she cheated. Yep. But that's beside the point. Even if someone cheats, murder is never the answer, ever, 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 no matter in what situation. Murder is not the answer. How did a beautiful woman fall for a guy like him who's not the most attractive guy? Well, you don't know what her taste was, I guess. And I mean, he had Spanish accent, and I don't know. Wow. I suspect they had a long conversation before the event. Probably. Well, thank you so much for joining me here. I basically just wanted to show you that update and do the press conference with you. Suspect charged early Thursday with the brutal slaying of the Queen's mom, Orsolya Gaal, with multiple sources telling the Post that he was a handyman ex-lover. This is David Bonella, 44, was taken into custody and charged with murder, criminal tampering, and criminal possession of a weapon. And apparently he confessed to everything. He hasn't held back a single detail. He just confessed to everything. There was even speculation that he went and handed himself in. I don't know about that. What do you think? He went into a jealous rage. He probably thought she was out with another man that night. Well, either that or he set her up, but yes. Yeah, okay, that's true. He could have, because she was talking to at least 4 other men, texting on her phone that night. So maybe he was really very jealous. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, always divorce, not murder. Why did law enforcement handcuff the son when taking him for questioning? I mean, they could have, I don't know. Obviously, we all think they could have just said, come with us. We need to talk to you, please. But maybe because he was the only one in the home when they went in there, and they just had to clear him as a suspect because he was the only one in the home. Maybe? But I don't know. And also, I suppose the surveillance footage, I mean, it did look like a kid. It looked like someone like short, like a teenager or something. And it turns out to be this guy. So, wow. Okay. Really looked like a kid to me too. But maybe that's why. Maybe it was like surveillance footage and he's the only one in the home and all that. I don't know. Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thank you for being here again. I really appreciate you guys. Discovered your channel in this case. Wow, Dorothy. I hope you'll check out some of my other stuff. This is not I wouldn't say it's not it's not far from my usual style. I mean, I do live streams, but normally my thing is deep dives, deep dives. I have deep dived this case, but this is more like one of those breaking news, like, oh my word, can you believe this is happening? Hectic cases. And then I also do a lot of deep dives in cases. So I hope you'll check out, I hope there's something of interest to you on my playlists. Yeah, threw away his life, took her life, and destroyed the family. I know, right? Oh my word, I'm just loving this share. Thank you again for all the Grizzly members. Of course, thank you, mods, for being here. Thank you to my members, Patreon supporters, PayPal supporters, Buy Me a Coffee supporters, merch buyers, book buyers, and everyone else. You made it possible for me to buy this awesome chair. It is just like so comfortable. So you're like, how does she have so much energy lately? I mean, I always have energy, but I'm here. I thought I'm going to be resting today. I'm just here, enjoying this time with you guys here as we all uncover what on earth is going on in this case. We're learning about it together. I'm glad my video actually, I was busy editing a video this morning that I filmed about this case with all the updates, the bloody pair of boots that was found. And then as I uploaded it, this news broke. So you guys never got to see that. That's a secret vault video now. So yes. Ooh, she played with fire and couldn't put it out. I have not deep dived this case only because I haven't had time to, because I've been so busy with this case and with the Lori Vallow-Daybell one. But that is nevertheless interesting. I think, of course, a case of like severely impaired mental health. Never an excuse either, but like, yeah, that case, definitely I've been looking at it. I've deep dived it myself, put it that way, but never on my channel. Thank you. Thank you. Tom's like, thank you. Thank you for the $5 super sticker as well. Yes, Soleo and Stephanie are helping out a little bit, part of that special ops wrench army. Thank you. Yeah, time to dance. I agree, Robert, time to dance. So if you want to go check out all these articles and go and check out the press conference again yourself and leave some comments below, that would be great. If you could give this video a thumbs up and yes, comment below, hit the bell so you don't miss my next live stream or upload. I'm hoping to rest now for the rest of the evening. Huh? It's time for a little G&T and a little bit of just maybe a stroll in the forest walk or something. Because I've been like, what? It's first Lori Vallow-Daybell, Chad Daybell, and now it's like, my word, with this case as well. Just like nonstop. Yes, Nancy Brophy, that one as well. See, I've been busy with that one too. Yeah, lots of things. So thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of the Grizzly team over here. It's a great community. And I will see you. Let me be big. In the next one, everyone. Bye.